All right. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Um, the elephant in the room, I'm just going to address it right now. If your site's not up yet, it will be. Be glad that you're not the IT guy. Be glad that we have an IT guy, that we don't have to mess with this fixing stuff.
In-house.
In-house.
Think of Rory's foresight. An in-house IT guy, Matt. Imagine if we didn't have him, what it would cost the Rickards to have this taken care of, because WordPress couldn't.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, as all of us get to finally meet Matt, we need to buy that man a dinner, something. We need to, I don't know, buy him dinner, send him some wine. I don't know what we need to do, but he's amazing. And then we probably need to send his wife some flowers for all the time he took away from her.
I think I'll volunteer to take it to him, since I know he's in Hawaii.
Yep. Okay, well, I'll help you carry it.
Okay. All right. And we're not going to wait till June, right?
Right. So the last direction also is if you cannot log into your WordPress, send your card to the tech board with a note, Matt.
Tell your instructor. And if you are an instructor.
If you can't do it, tell your instructor to do it. And if you don't have access to that board yet, then we understand. Just get with your instructor or your MSI, whoever, and get somebody to get your card over to the tech board and let them know, I have that WordPress login issue. Thank you. Yep. And don't forget to end it with a tag at Matt.
Yes.
Thank you for all that you do. You are a blessing to RRR247. My goodness.
And then follow up to that, all instructors, as you get your notifications on Trello that that specific site has been resolved, please go into that board and move your cards out of there so that specific Trello board keeps working. We all know Trello likes to have its own little attitude issues, to which we adjust it regularly. All right, so Tuesday night, we introduced some really cool things. The first one I'm going to address is, I'm only going to address two of them. The first one is the Ameri amp. A-M-E-R-I-A-M-P. This is for like preppers and van life, backup power. We can do all of their products. I unfortunately haven't had a whole lot of time to go looking at all the products because all the other stuff I've been trying to get going for y'all. There's a lot.
Wait, Stacy, don't we already have a similar page on our PBS for that product line?
We do. And when, most of us have, from Bug Out Giveaway or Survival Zone, that offer, remember, we closed doors and Rory had us change the link. Most of us changed it to biohacking and we all went, this don't make sense. I was one of them going, this don't make sense. Guess what? Now you can just simply log into your Cash Network Direct, go get the Ameri amp link, copy it into your page, modify it just a tiny bit. You don't have to rewrite it, because if you wrote it about just the type of products and not the product name, you gave yourself less work to do. Get used to doing your pages that way, you guys.
Now, if you didn't follow directions and you deleted that page, you've got some work to do, but that's okay because we all love to write anyway. But hopefully you didn't delete that page and you can just go in there and change the links like she said and then modify the content just a little bit.
So I'm going to show you real quick, hopefully. Oh, that's right. I am learning now that I have to turn my camera off in order to share on Zoom, and then my computer likes to work. Yeah, it's crazy. All right. Can you see my page yet?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Or your dashboard, sorry.
My dashboard, yep. So we're just going to go right to pages. And we're going to let it come up. And I'm just going to come over here and try to spell survival. And it's going to search. And survival gear and equipment for outdoor fun and emergency preparedness. Are you ready? Those are my 2 pages. I wrote 2 pages, guys. because I'm a former Boy Scout mom. I was the advancements chair, and I happen to know that there is a merit badge called emergency preparedness, and the boys these days are out there Googling for emergency prep. So there's my little tip on how I came up with that specific keyword. And now I'm going to go to I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to log into my Cash Network Direct. Maybe. There we go. I'm keeping it off screen until I get logged in into the area, because I do have the big dashboard and there's some things on there. Y'all don't need to see, so I'm just going to get into my area. Bear with me. So that's what you guys can do. Oh, we're signing some new people up. Awesome. I guess I have some applications to do for Cash Network. Some of y'all want your links. I like that. All right, so I'm going to go to my tracking links. Again, my screen looks different than yours because I am the admin. By the way, yes, that's Stacy Southward, manager for Cash Network Direct. That is me. I'm going to go here, select offer, and I'm going to go down to a Mary Amp. There it is, offer number 31. And I'm going to come down here and hit copy. So now it's, as I tell some of my students, it's in the memory of my mouse. I'm going to go back to my page and I'm going to open up emergency prep. And I'm just showing you guys how quickly this needs, this is to be done. And potentially prepare for, now see, we changed them all to our biohacking. I'm going to do Control A, Control V, open in a new tab, done. Double check the picture. Yep, I had not changed my link for that. Control A, Control V, submit. Oh, I don't think I hit open a new tab. There we go. I'm not as fast as Rory. But Control A and Control V. Oh, wait, that is one I didn't want to change.
That one.
Undo. I want it to stay my water boy. I am pitching our water filter here. I'm cross-marketing. Okay. And let's see here. Yep, I'm going to leave that, the water boy. There we go. And I did it again. I didn't do open in a new tab. And I cross market for brain. Because you know what? That's a great thing to have in an emergency kit is our brain snaps. They have a long-term shelf life. And it will help you stay more focused in an emergency situation where you may have lost power or something. So I'm just going to hit update. And go back to my list of pages. Click for survival again. Boy, I'm having a tough time remembering how to spell survival. Going to go to my survival gear and equipment for outdoor fun. Hey, if you're out in the middle of the woods, you need, look at that. Oh, I already have the solar panel on there because it was the same exact product from Survival Zone. I don't even have to change my picture out. I get to keep my picture there. But I am going to change the link. And now I may go back and modify what I've said, but I haven't done the proper research. Oh, I'm cross-marketing the bass fishing lure. We're going to leave that there. I'm just getting rid of all of the biohacking. That was there's my wines. They can order it. That should be, yep. All right. So an update, and I'm done. 2 pages modified. I'm rocking and rolling, no broken links.
Boom.
You want to go through and look for every single link. Now, I know some of you maybe haven't been shown how to do the picture aspect. People will click on your pictures just to see where it takes them for no other reason than to be nosy. People are nosy, guys. They can't mind their own business. Okay. So what you do is just open it up so the toolbar comes up and you click on the funny looking hamburger. I don't know why it doesn't look like the other link.
It looks like a chain link.
Yeah, it kinda. But you click on the pencil to edit it, and then you can just highlight all of it and paste in your correct link that you want to use, and then you hit the apply button. If you need to open it in a new link or a new tab, you click the little down caret to click on open a new tab.
Hey, Stacy, since we're doing such a good training on these pages, can you explain 2 things for those who may not know? One is how to highlight that link inside the box with the Control A. And 2 was when to open in a new tab and when not to open in a new tab.
Sure. So I'm all about saving you guys keystrokes. Some of you guys are not as adept at a mouse as others. For me, I actually learned this here. I did not learn this on the job at my old job. I learned it here. And so I just hit edit, and then you hold down your control button and then hit the letter A, and it highlights it all.
So it highlights everything in that box, but let me give a little helpful hint here too. If you got a really long link and you can't see your cursor blinking at the end of the link, just click in the middle of that link somewhere and make sure you see your cursor inside that box, and then hit Control A like she said, because if your cursor is accidentally outside that box, it'll just highlight your entire page.
Yep. Now I did find out that I have not, WordPress, when they did one of their updates, they no longer permit you to do Control A. This is what happens when you do Control A after you hit the pencil. Almost cause for a panic attack. Almost. Just click off of it. Anywhere in the screen. And it's back to normal. Breathe. Just breathe. Take a break. If that panicked you too much, easy, just walk away. Take a walk. So when I'm modifying this, I get my cursor in there, and I have tried now that part of the Control A, getting your cursor, like Niall said, into the box. You can then use Control A.
Make sure you see your cursor blinking inside that box.
Some of the other little control features. Now, for those of you that have the Apple product, I have learned that it's Command key for you guys. Haha, I'm going to talk both languages for once. Not very often, but I know.
Give me a headache.
But so either Control or Command, and then the letter A selects all. When you hit the letter C, you're copying. When you hit the letter V as in Victor, you're pasting, because the letter P is to print. And then the letter X, this is really cool. So if I highlight all that and I hit the Control X, it deletes.
X is cut, right?
X is cut. And all of you know, those of my students know that this is my favorite button, is the undo button.
Mine too.
So those are some of the control buttons there. Now, when you want to have it open in a new tab, if you are having them go to another site so they can place their order, you want it to open in a new tab. Now, what that means is when I click on this, it opens a new tab. I had 2 tabs up there. Now I have 3. So if your instructor is telling you go up to the tab, always go up to these. This is what we're trying to tell you. Or if they say open a new tab, they're telling you to click on the plus sign. You all should be using Google Chrome because that does work the best right now for WordPress. Edge is getting better, but it's not perfect. Okay.
Stacy, why would I want it to open in a new tab?
So that when I'm done shopping and I close out, it automatically goes back to my page. Now, if you're cross-marketing, like I've got my Fine Wines page, it's going to take them to my Fine Wines page. But I have that down at the bottom so that they don't necessarily not purchase. I don't want to discourage them from purchasing from my page.
And that does not open in a new tab.
Nope, it does not open in a new tab. It would just open. Oh, it does open a new. Oh, because I'm previewing. I'm in the editing. So you learn things just by clicking around. Don't be afraid to explore. People wonder how I learned some of this stuff as quickly as you did before we had the system we have now. Trust me, guys, our training was not as amazing as it is now. It was somewhat tedious, but I learned because instructors like Linda and Kathleen and Sheila and Shar all said, just go click on it. Just go have fun with it. There's that undo button.
Rory told me that for the first time 25 years ago. Just go make mistakes.
Yep.
You're not going to seriously break anything. Although he was wrong one time. I did break something, but you're not going to seriously break anything unless you're Nile and too destructive with technology. Just learn. Just click in there and learn. And the reason you don't want if it's leaving this and going to another internal page, not leaving, like she said, you don't want it to open in a new tab because they're still on your site. And as Rory says in the Keystone video, people click on 5 to 7 different things while they're there. So if it opened up a new tab for every page that they clicked on, they would end up with 7 to 10 pages open with just your site. And that's probably going to irritate some of them.
Yes.
How many of you have been on sites where you're clicking on things and everything opens in a new tab before you know it, you got 20 tabs open?
Exactly. Now, as we all know, the final thing you want to do is click the update button. So you save your work. But what happens if you don't hit the update button? It's going to tell you when you try to leave the site that you haven't saved it.
Most of the time. It has slipped through. So please don't forget to hit the update button.
Way to test it.
Yeah, unfortunately, if something can go wrong, Niall's going to do it with technology. It actually, I don't know if my computer was lagging or what was happening, but I left and they let me leave, and my work wasn't saved. So that update button is like the Microsoft Word save button, which we have all lost work at some time in the past. Don't let that happen. I tell people, Stacy, hit the update button after every paragraph.
Yeah. You can't hit it too many times.
No.
Once you've started modifying, the very first time you're in modifying a page, you want to change the date. Well, I created this page back in June. I don't want to change my publish date. Every time you hit update, Google looks at that and goes, oh, hey, they're keeping their site relevant. They're keeping it up to date.
Good point. Say that again. Just because you did the update, you're not changing the publish date. Make that clear. Yeah.
You only want to change the publish date when you go into a page for the first time. If you're creating a brand new page, it'll assign the publish date to today. I don't ever worry about the time because of this time zone thing. I don't care what time it is in Greenland. I don't want to try and figure it out. But all you have to do to change the date is just click on that box. And I always, if it's a different year, I change the year, then the month, and then it usually changes the calendar so I can change the date. And then you want to always hit the update button. Now, real quick on that update button, let's say it's just spinning and spinning and spinning. One of our instructors, Shar, taught me Control S or Command S forces a save. If it continues to spin, that's my telltale sign that you did not close this down and log off last night. You tried leaving it up. You need to log out.
That's awesome. I've seen the save feature spinning forever. I didn't know about Control S either. Thank you, Sharon and Stacey.
We all of us MSIs share our knowledge. And we bring it to you guys. Now, for writing the page, I'm not going to show you guys how to write this page. I had my own take on it. I was the camping mom. I talk about my own stories relating to how I could have used these products when I was taking my boys camping. You know, we all have a personal way we can tie things together. Quit overthinking it. Use your heart. Write with your heart. If you don't know about it, then you go to their page and you look at all the different things they've got here. Power collection. They're having a flash deal. You know what? My brother-in-law is a prepper. He's ecstatic for this one right here and asked me to get it for him for Christmas, to which I did say no. I told him he can go click on my link and buy it. But we do want one of these, probably this bigger one, because it will power my laptop should Texas ever go without power again. And it'll automatically recharge with the amount of sun we have here. That means I can keep working my business and not lose 3 days of work.
That just happened 6, 7, 8 months ago, didn't it?
At the beginning of the year, yes. So there's a lot of stuff. Anything you guys find in here, you can write a specific page about the solar panel. As you see more products come up, and explore the site, see what all products. There's chargers and accessories, there's cables, there's batteries, there's inverters. Ladies, don't be afraid to ask your husbands or the men in your life, your brothers, your uncles, your dads, your sons, what some of this stuff will do. You'll learn something. Had I not, I had to change my own battery. I've got a page on changing a battery on my page. Y'all think I'm nice? Yeah, there was some pirate talk in there going back at my son. He was laughing at me as I was trying to change my battery. Okay. So we're done with, now I saw Tressa had her hand up. Tressa, go ahead. I'll stop my share so that you should be able to unmute, Tressa, and ask your question.
Okay, on the PBS, I noticed after the last update, when I log in there, it asks me if the admin is correct, right? So it has Tanya on there. Yep. So do I just say yes and move on?
Yes. Do not put great question, Tressa. Yes, it is that time of year. Well, every once or twice a year, we get that, hey, reconfirm your admin email. Admin is Tanya or admin one, whatever it pops up. Some of it's assigned depending on what server we're on. We don't care what server we're on. Okay, guys, we don't want that responsibility. Just say yes and move on.
Okay.
Okay. All right, David.
Yeah, I just want to find out. I kind of missed the problem that we're having logging into our websites and stuff. So who do we send this email to, and what's the process to getting this fixed?
Not an email. You're gonna take
Okay.
you or your instructor or your MSI are gonna take your card. Go ahead.
His instructor is Rory.
Okay.
Rory's students Rory's direct students, reach out to Niall or I, and we will move your cards for you. So David, I'm going to make a list. I'll make a note to do yours.
David, do you have the login issue? There was a plugin update by WordPress, which allowed all kinds of crazy things to happen. So people can't log into their WordPress. And it even got so bad that some of the sites couldn't be seen by the public for a little while last night. So Matt's working on them like crazy. There's always a possibility that one or two could be missed as they go through the giant list and the giant database of PBSs, of URLs. If you are one of the people who cannot log into your WordPress, you can shake your head right now and let me know. We can look you up on Trello. I'll let you unmute again.
I didn't know anything was happening in Trello, but like I said, when
Trello,
I tried to log in yesterday, it sent me to some sex site.
Yep. No, that's what we're talking about, David. Yeah, we all got different things. It's not anything we or our IT guy could have controlled.
Yeah, no way.
Okay. But our IT guy is fixing it all for us. We just got to tell him. And one thing to remember, guys, we may have 200 people on this call. There are 22,000 plus URLs that he has to go through. So that's where we're just asking everyone for patience. Mine, thankfully, is working.
Mine's finally back up too, but there's, they have to do them one at a time. It's not a go to the inside WordPress, and update something and everybody's fixed. He has to go through them one at a time. Click on it, check, click on it, check, click on it, check, and see if they can get in. So if you're one, and it sounds like you are, David, so you're already on the list, we'll take care of that for you. We'll send it to the tech department and you'll get an update when it's done.
And I'm telling Rory right now that we are telling his students, his personal students, to let you and I know. All right. Kimberly, I'm trying to, you keep.
Go ahead, Kim.
Thank you.
Okay, question. Should I contact Deanna or just tell you? I think mine's messed up.
Go to Deanna. We
Okay.
need the MSIs to know, because we need to be able to move your cards when they do get fixed.
Okay.
We need to watch for that notification so we can get it off of this Trello board.
Okay.
Trello is like an electronic Rolodex, you guys. It is our backbone of managing all of us. We all have at least one Trello card. Okay, so if you imagine the old Rolodex, we all have an index card, at least one.
And here's what she means about the notification, Kim. When Matt puts this has been fixed, Stacy's not going to get notified. I'm not going to get notified. Other people, only the people who are part of that card are going to get notified. Your instructor, your MSI, whoever's on that card with you, those are the people who get notified. This is fixed. So you'll see it before anybody. But with Roy's, we can help out, because there shouldn't be a whole bunch of them. Between Stacy and I, we can follow up and just check. But without being part of the card, you're not going to see the notification. So we'll have to manually check.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And any error, it doesn't need to be a specific. Mine was telling me that I needed to be a robot or I needed to prove I wasn't a robot to log in, and I'm like, no. Forget it. It was something odd.
That's how I checked Stephanie's, and it said I clicked the box. I'm not a robot. No, do not click that box.
Yeah, Corey's is still down. Thankfully, he's got Army reserves this weekend that he's actually stranded in Minnesota and couldn't get to Chicago. I apologize to my Minnesota and Wisconsin peeps. Okay, I did not send that big a snowstorm to you. I said 4 to 5 inches. I didn't say 24. I'm just saying. Putting it on record, it's recorded. All right. All right, Bob and Mary, I'm sure yours is the same thing. Your site. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, well, one of Rory's.
Yep.
Okay.
And yours is down, Bob?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thanks, bud.
Thank you.
I'm moving David's right now.
Okay, go ahead, Diane. You have to unmute.
How do I go about contacting either Stacy or Niall? I don't
Is-
think you want to put that out here. Everybody will
Is
contact you. So
Rory your MSI also?
he is.
Okay, we have it. Don't worry, we got your name. It's already being taken care of.
Okay.
Just
I got a
by-
bunch of other questions, so. Okay.
Okay, I've got a really big announcement yet, guys, that Rory needs me
Yeah.
to talk about yet. So, what you guys can do if you are Rory's student, you can find me on Skype. Most of you already have. And we'll get you moved. David, yours is moved. Bob and Mary and Diane, I have you guys on my list. See right there, I have a list. The rest of you,
Took our hand down. so-
LaRuth is got to go back to Rochelle and Melissa.
But she took her hand down, so I don't know what the question was. But if that was it, LaRuth, then yeah, go back to
Yep.
Rochelle
So-
and Melissa.
And Joe, I saw your hand up, and I think you are Rory's as well. I'm just going to add you to my list. Mark,
Mark
you
and-
are mine.
Yeah, if you're MSI, Stacy or myself, no reason to put your hand up. Just let us know in Skype that your site's you can't log in. If you're Rory's, if Rory's your direct MSI, then yeah, put your hand up and Stacy and I will help. All you got to do is put your hand up. We'll see your name. And Donna Jones, is that the same issue, Donna?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We got it.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so you guys want to know some fun stuff that's happening right now?
Absolutely.
I got to pull up. Hang on.
Joe put her hand back up. You say she's yours, Stace?
I think she's Rory's.
Go ahead, Joe.
Mine, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, mine was just fixed about 10 minutes ago, so I'm good.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
That's why you got your hand up. Got it. All right. So hit move. By the way, guys, I have Trello on my phone. It goes a lot quicker for me. So
Yeah.
I can, there, everybody's been moved. All right. So, I have to open my Skype because here is the big news from Rory, because then Shar is going to lead us in the wine ambassador. And I don't know how long this announcement's going to take, but next Saturday at noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Pacific. Sorry, guys, I started with my own time zone. There is going to be a 3-hour training on cryptocurrency, blockchain innovations. This is going to be a complete overview for everyone to gain knowledge, understanding, and to be prepared for timing of entry into critical areas. So if you don't know about cryptocurrency or you want to learn more, put this on your schedule. Yeah, it'll probably be recorded, but there is nothing like seeing this firsthand, where if you come up with a question, you potentially can ask it there. Seeing it
One
live.
step further, Stacy, instead of saying, if you would like to know, attend, I think it's such a big part of the future that all of us should attend, because you
Yep.
never know what's going to come down the pipeline.
This is open to RRR247 students and their family and friends. So if any of your family members want to know about this, these are Rory's words. Ignorance is expensive. Speaking from experience on what we've just gone through on some of this, ignorance is expensive. And this is knowledge to be shared. The sooner everyone learns and gains information on what is Web 3.0, the better. So I'll repeat all this. This is a foreshadowing event of massive additions to RRR247 PBS to come. Okay, so next Saturday, here is the game plan, the schedule. 11 a.m. Eastern, you're here with us on the PBS training. Noon Eastern, you're here with us for Wine Ambassador training. Whether you're in Wine Ambassador or not, you need to be here. That's our number one anchor. The more you plug yourself in, the quicker your business is going to grow. So all of you that are going, oh, I'm not making any money, are you truly showing up? And I'm saying this mainly for the recording, for people who are not watching this live here with us. Hang on, there's more messages coming. And then after the Wine Ambassador call, we'll probably take a very quick break, the Stacy 5-minute break for those of you instructors. And we're going to dive into at least 3 hours of training. Okay. If you've got Christmas shopping to do, plan for it on Sunday.
Or do it now.
Or do it now.
After these calls, after today.
Now, one step you all need to do this week, preferably today. Make sure you have your Coinbase accounts set up. If you are not yet into Coinbase, you reach out to your instructor and you get their link. I'm not going to have Niall's link. I'm not going to have Rory's link. I have my link. My instructors have their links. So go to your actual instructor. Okay. Boy, you guys are killing my phone battery. Just bees beeping all over the place here. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. So, Denise, is your question something we can answer on the team chat instead? Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. I'll take your, and then Joanne, is yours a question you can ask your MSI Doug? Hang
If
on,
it's a question that Doug can handle or I can handle, then just go ahead and lower your hand. If it's not, then I'll unmute you. So it looks like it's,
I just need the times again because I missed.
Okay. It's gonna be basically count on 6 hours you're spending with us on Saturday. 11 a.m. So it's going to be, I'll go through it here for everybody. 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 Central, 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific, 654 Hawaii, Alaska. We start. And
just like every
PBS
Saturday.
training.
Let's keep it simple. Just like every Saturday, we start at 11 a.m. Eastern, and then the day goes on. You got to have 1, 2, 3 trainings.
But if you've got family and friends that you want to hear this information about cryptocurrency, blockchain innovation, they need to come on at
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Eastern. 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yep.
12. And that's today, right?
No, next Saturday. Saturday the 18th. Yep. Today is the 11th. Saturday the 18th is when this is all going to happen. Rory can't do it right now. That's why he's not here. He's en route. He's going to be in air hopefully shortly.
Okay.
All right. Okay. The extra hair. I wanted a quick touch on that brand new product. You're not going to see a page from me yet.
Huh?
Because I've never done hair extensions. I have to do my own research. So guys, you're not alone on this one. Ladies, if you've done hair extensions before, you're going to have an easier time writing this page. I'm waiting for questions that you guys are going to filter through to your MSIs to ask me so that I can ask them. Because I know a lot, in a very brief, short amount of time, Ben mentioned trying to develop a program that gets stylists certified to do these. So that concerns me a little bit as to if everybody, if all stylists can do this. that's my concern. But if, those of you that have done hair extensions before have other questions, you can get through your MSIs to get to me, so that this weekend and no later, well, Monday is going to be a nightmare day. So get it to your MSI today or tomorrow kind of thing, so they can get it to me so I can get it logged into my notebook. And we'll get the questions going that way. The link for the main website for the extra hair is literally extra-hair.com. It's very easy. So it's literally, it's going to be like our, it looks like one of our slugs. It's got that dash in there to fill up the space to keep the link whole. So it's extra-hair.com. I know it's too easy. You kind of wonder, is it really going to work? I did the same thing. Okay, I will open it for questions, but if it's regarding any of the products themselves, I'm not going to answer them here. Go do your own research, guys. You're going to read things and interpret things way different than any of us. Okay, why? Because we're all individual people. Everything we've covered on a lot of these calls are covered in trainings. And, with your MSI and the Thursday nights and stuff.
Well, we talk a lot about what Google's looking for, and to help you index the best we can, it's to create unique content. Any ideas, if we all use the same headers and the same ideas and the same thoughts in writing a page, we're going to end up with a lot of similar duplicate content. So the best way for you to create unique content is do as Stacy said, click on the link, go to the page, and just check out everything that they have. Read it all. If there's a paragraph of their content that you think you could easily write and put in your own words, because you certainly don't want to copy theirs either, because they're probably indexing better also. But if there's something small enough that you understand completely, that you can take and put in completely different words, but say the same thing, that's going to create unique content. Unique content is what's going to index you. Unique content, for those of you that don't have Google AdSense yet, is what you absolutely need to be approved for Google AdSense. So the more research you do, the better you're going to do at creating unique content, because there is no copy of you. And just pretend like a customer is standing in front of you. And I said this to somebody yesterday. If you had this product sitting on your desk, and they said, "Hey, what's that?" And you were, "Oh, that's and whatever you would say as you're talking to that customer, that's what you say on the page. Just say whatever you would say to somebody standing in front of you on your keyboard, whether you do this or you do this. Or you do this when Niall's tired. Doesn't matter. Just say whatever you would say if someone's standing in front of you. Be yourself, layman terms. If there's a big word, it's probably going to be copied a million times because most people don't take the time to look it up and find out what it means. I remember when I did the blockchain page and I said, "What the heck is a node?" So I just went and looked up what a node was. And then I took the definition of node and put it in my own words.
It's my nose when I got a cold. I have a node. My node is plugged up.
My node is stuffed. Oh no. Yeah, so unique content is the key here. We don't want to be a copy of Rory. We don't want to be a copy of Stacy. We don't want to be a copy of the vendor, the manufacturer of any product or service, what they have on their website. That's all indexed, the search engine. So you don't want a copy of anything. Be yourself. Bad grammar and all. You heard Rory say that all the time too. Grammar does not matter in here. Out of 7,000 visitors to your page, you might have one that wants to reach out to you and tell you that they're an English professor and they want to tell you that your grammar wasn't that great on your page. It's not critical. But what it is unique. And that's what's going to get you indexed, and that's what's going to help you get Google AdSense. All
right. Okay, we'll do these 3 questions that have hands raised, Renee, Diane, and Maggie.
That's it.
And that's it. Because I want everybody to get their focus ready for the Wine Ambassador call. Those that are only in Wine Ambassador and not part of us, that Wine Ambassador call is where we only talk about Wine Ambassador. Anything regarding PBS is not to be brought up.
You'll see more people logging in soon and know that's probably them. So Maggie, go ahead.
And somebody put in the chat for us.
Go ahead, Maggie.
The websites for, oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. The websites for the last 4 products they talked about, I didn't catch the 2 for the hand cream and the liquid chalk. I've got the extra hair and I've got the Mary Amp. But
If
They're
you
all
go
in
in,
your Cash
yeah.
Network dashboard.
the actual
Go to your-
websites are there. Okay.
your link will take, so what I want you guys to do, you go into Cash Network Direct. Every time we have a new offer and I say it's live,
Uh-huh.
you log in, you go to your offers at the very bottom. They're going in order. They're not alphabetical. They're going in order in which they've been activated. You can scroll right to the bottom and copy that link, paste it in a new tab,
Okay.
and click enter. And now you're, not only did you give yourself 1 click, yes, I can see all those clicks. I can see which ones of you are going in and looking at Cash Network. And go look at the page, scroll around in it. When you're ready to buy, do me a favor, recopy that link and go in fresh.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go ahead,
All right.
Renee. One already put their hand down. I don't remember who it was.
Okay, thanks. I just have a little something that might help people. The salon I go to happens to also specialize in hair extensions and wigs, and they can answer a lot of questions for you.
I would, okay, I'm going to stop you right there though, Renee. I'm going to caution that because the brand that they're using may not be
Right.
what this is, and it could be different. So you can ask them non-brand specific questions. It's a great suggestion, but I caution everyone on that.
Okay.
I would rather you know, you can ask your own hairdresser their opinion on extensions, and if they themselves do it, you might be able to get them to buy some to carry in their salon. Okay.
And hopefully it's a salon that you go to and you know them and they know you and you're close and you're friends. Because if a competitor came to me and asked me how to advertise and get some keywords for my product that's going to compete with their product, I don't know how much I would trust that advice.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you know them.
No, you're right.
It's better. Yeah, it's always better. Just go to the person we're getting it from and read.
Yep.
And Stacy talked to somebody the other day who's kind of a hair expert, and they said, this is fantastic and those prices are good. So, because she talked to somebody that she knows and trusts, and they looked at it and said, product great, price great, we got something now.
Yep. And she's not a salon stylist.
Yeah.
She's one of us here.
She's a user. So that's why we won't say any names, right?
Correct.
So we got, what, 7 minutes left. What else you got, Stacey?
I think that's it. I think what we can do is we can just get ready. V Medical. V Medical watches are not going to be available for us. They may be live on the site. We will explain more next week. I've got to get more details before I make further decisions. In the meantime, I am going in and disabling V Medical. Now, I do know that there are at least 2 of you who have bought the V Medical phone case and have not received it. Kathy Ashby and Julie Lundeen Russell. If there are others of you, please get your information, your order information to your instructor, because Brock, when he made it active, neglected to tell me when the stock was going to be available. And so they were also returning money, and there's kind of a mess with V Medical, and I need to get that straightened out before I keep making this live. I can't let this snowball become an avalanche. So I'm taking V Medical down. So if you haven't done that, I am that kind of instructor. You do not need to do that page. You are so very welcome.
Good deal.
And then let's see here. Yeah, Cash Network Direct. If you have not signed up for Cash Network Direct because your instructor hasn't gotten you the link to sign up with, I want to give a bit of advice quick here in the last 5 minutes. When you are signing up and that asks for company name, please stop using RRR247. That is not your company name. That is our organization overall. Your company name is your first and last name, or it is your URL on your site, or it is your site identity. Like my site identity is Shoppers Haven. Okay. Do not call it Wine Ambassador. That's a big no-no. We're going to have to start getting these changed because there's about, out of 750 of you that have signed up for Cash Network Direct, there's probably over 30 of you that have used RRR247. So you all have the same company name. You're driving your MSIs nuts on tracking who's doing
Imagine
what.
how hard that would be for either any MSI to find that person in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of accounts in there. I wish we could just change it to one option only, and everybody just use their URL, or everybody just use your name, or we just got to keep doing more trainings on this.
Yep. I think going forward, it should just be first and last name, because what I'm seeing, I can see who it is because I'm the admin. The MSIs don't have access to all of that information. And so I'm getting them reports with expanded information so they can help you guys do your business better. When it comes down to your website, just put in your URL. Don't do their Wine Ambassador one with your, don't do the WP-admin. We're not looking for all that. Let's keep it simple. Most of you, 90% of you, 95% of you should be selecting individual for type of company. None of you should be doing corporation. This is tax reasons, okay? If you have an LLC, there's a few of you that have LLC, and I think only 1 or 2 that I know of that have sole proprietorship. That is specific accounting stuff you have to cover with your tax accountant. Don't choose it if you don't know what it is. You're better off just saying individual. When it asks for a description, hey, guess what, guys? I don't need a paragraph. I'm the one that sees it. Just put in the word, the letters PBS. That's all I need. That's all I need. Niall, at this point, you want to go ahead and make Miss Shar a co-host, and we will prep for that. I'm not going to do any further questions because we're right at the time, and some of them will get long, and I'm going to